That'll fucking work. Trev, what's up, dog?
Splitting wood all day yesterday, man. I'm freaking sore as shit.
Woo, man, you can be getting those muscles tuned up, fucking splitting wood, though.
And then after we get done with this podcast, I'm gonna have breakfast, and then I got to go next door to the neighbor's house and do some work. And I'm like, man, I just want to bust it out and go home.
Yeah, dog, you out there cutting wood. I ain't cut wood in years. I do remember we were up at buddy's cabin, and we had to get firewood, and I started splitting a bunch of logs. The next day I woke up and felt like I had like rocks underneath my skin on my back. I was so fucking sore.
Well, let me explain. We did have a splitter.
Oh, okay, so you weren't hand splitting them, but still work though. Still labor.
Yeah, bro. We still had stumps that were like 20 inches wide.
Jesus.
And a lot of them. Yeah. My uncle you can kind of see his backyard back here. He had a walnut orchard, so he cut down all his trees. He's getting too old. He doesn't want to farm his walnuts anymore. So we chopped down all the trees, and we had to split up all the wood and shit.
Are you guys selling them by the cord, or are you guys just storing them?
Oh well, he's got heating and air conditioning out here, but he likes his fires. He's got a big fireplace.
That's dope. That's fucking dope. Fuck, dog. It's Saturday morning. I don't know where you're at in the world, but where we're at, it's morning. Elite 8 time, Sweet 16 went by. God damn it, Arkansas almost won. They almost won, dog. Fuck. They covered. Also, Ole Miss covered. You know what? Here, let me just get into it. Let's pop this up. Right quick. So, like I said, Auburn crushed Michigan 78-65. So Auburn's going to be playing Michigan State, who beat Ole Miss by 3. Ole Miss also covered, by the way. Damn it. All my upsets I chose covered in the books, but didn't win the game. And that's all that matters in the bracket. There's no such thing as covering, is there? So, Auburn, Michigan, 1-2. All right, then on the other side, Duke scored 100 points against Arizona. Holy shit, man. 100 points. 193. So Duke's going to be taking on Alabama. Bama dropped 113 points on BYU. They put up like 50-something threes. Something crazy. I think they hit like 50% of their threes as well. That's wild. I think they still would have won the game if they didn't score one 2-point play. If it was just their threes, I think technically they still would have won. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So Alabama turned it on. They turned it on. They let the world know. So we're going to see Duke, Alabama as well. And then down here on the other side of the bracket, Florida took care of Maryland, 87-71. The coach from Maryland, that whole thing's weird. He was trash talking Maryland's AD essentially. It's a weird thing going on there, but who doesn't love a little drama? So Florida's going to be taking on Texas Tech, who fucking beat Arkansas by 1 possession. Damn it. And then on the other side, Tennessee took care of Kentucky, and Purdue lost by a possession to Houston. Every dog I chose lost by 1 possession. So I wasn't that far off, I guess. But like I said, you got to hit them for it to count. So we got Houston, Tennessee. I'm still butthurt about the Arkansas thing. I'm still a little bummed.
Man, that was the last Cinderella story, man.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out. I really wish they were still in this thing.
It was like point they were up by 10 points, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna knock them off.
They were up by 16 at one point.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then Texas Tech stormed back. Arkansas kept making stupid mistakes and turning the ball over. And I'm watching the game going, okay, hold on, they can survive it. And then it just started going, I was like, fuck, and then bam, over. That sucked. Also, I have no futures left in my betting pool except for I had a cheap future. I put on Alabama to win the whole thing. I don't feel great about it because they got to go against Duke this weekend. So I don't feel great about that. So I might have to go back to taking individual bets as we go along here. But Let's knock this out real quick. The Elite Eight. It's the Elite Eight. They made it. They did it. Let's just go right to the top. First game. Auburn, Michigan. Number 1 seed Auburn. Number 2, Michigan State. Excuse me, Michigan State, not Michigan. Trev, what are you seeing, man?
Auburn Shy Broom had 22 points, 16 rebounds. Denver Jones had 20 points. He was 4 for 7 from the 3-point range. Tahad Pettiford had 20 points off the bench. For Michigan State, Jace Richardson had 20 points. He was 4 for 6 from the 3-point range. They had 4 players with double-digit points. Matchup predictor has Auburn at 68.9%. You notice as we get tighter with the big dogs, these percentages tend to go equal. But I'm taking the upset, even though it's not really an upset. I'm going to take Michigan State in this one.
Really? I like it. Okay. You like Michigan State, Auburn. Interesting. Oh, God, it's so chalky up here right now. I have Auburn on my bracket. So I'm going to stick. I went a lot of upsets last round, but I'm still in first place in our tournament. I'm at 94 points, so I'm still in the 1 spot. I'm sitting pretty. I'm gonna take Auburn. I'm gonna take the chalk. I'm gonna take the favorite, just because it's already on my bracket at this point. I'm not messing with it. I already got a little try to get cute last week and see how that worked out. Michigan State though, I don't know, man. I mean, Ole Miss they put a pretty good fight against Ole Miss, but 73-70, and then Auburn put it on Michigan. 13-point differential there. So we'll see what happens. Florida, Texas Tech. Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't like Texas Tech at all after knocking out my Razorbacks. So, give me Florida. I'm gonna take Florida all day, every way I can. That's what I'm gonna do. What time do they play? Let's look that up real quick. Let's see. So we got 2 today and 2 tomorrow, right? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay. So Florida, Texas Tech, Florida 1 seed, like we just talked about, over Maryland by 16. Texas Tech edged out Arkansas by a possession. And I believe in overtime, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they went to OT. So the first game today is actually Texas Tech, Florida at 3:09 our time. That's a weird start time, 3:09. Weird. Anyways, I'm going Florida. Where are you going?
Florida had 4 starters double-digit points in that last game. 6 total combined on the team had double-digit for the players. They out-rebounded Maryland 42-20. Texas Tech, Christian Anderson had 22 points. JT Toppin and Darian Williams both had 20 points apiece and 9 rebounds apiece. Matchup predictor has Florida at 59.7%, so it's right there in the middle, but I'm going with Florida.
Yeah, I mean, even the book, they got Florida by 7.5-point favorite. That's pretty high for this round, considering it's the Elite Eight, but still, regardless. I don't know, man. If Texas Tech knocks out Florida, I'll tell you right now, my bracket's fucked if that happens.
Mine's trash.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm absolutely screwed if that happens. Houston, Tennessee. Houston is a 3-point favorite as of right now, so a 1-possession favorite. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're actually playing. Oh, they play tomorrow. Excuse me, they play tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11:20. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have you go first on here because I'm deciding if I'm gonna go against my bracket or not. So you tell me, Trev. Houston, Tennessee.
So for Houston, Milos Uzun had 22 points. He was 6 for 9 at the 3-point range. Emmanuel Sharp had 17 points. Tennessee, the little dynamic duo they got, Zakai Ziegler had 18 points and 10 assists. Chaz Lanier had 17 points. Jordan Gainey had 16 points off the bench. Interesting fact. Let's not forget, Kentucky beat Tennessee both times in the regular season. But that doesn't matter. They got the last laugh. They knocked off Kentucky.
Yeah, they sure did.
Matchup Huh?
Said, yeah, they sure did. They beat him by 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matchup prediction has Houston at 67%, but I'm rolling with my dynamic duo. I'm taking the Vols. Let's go, Tennessee.
Let's go, baby. Tee it up, dog. Put me on some tea. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I was just going through my bracket right now. I'm only missing 2 teams out of the Elite 8. I'm only missing 2. I didn't have Houston this far, and I didn't have Michigan State this far. So I'm going to stick with my bracket. Give me the Vols, baby. Let's go Tennessee all day. All right. Now, here's the banger of a matchup, right? The 2 games between today and tomorrow, or excuse me, I think they both played it today, I believe. They are today. These have the 2 biggest impacts on the country's brackets, really. Definitely. The Duke game and the Florida game. They both play today. Duke, Alabama. Duke is a 7-point favorite as of right now over Alabama. Alabama, like we kind of touched on real quick, they dropped 113 on BYU in the last round. They won by 14 points against St. Mary's, and they've beat every team by double digits scores this entire tournament. And then you flip over the Duke side. Duke, the same thing. They're blowing everyone out too. They really haven't played a close game. I mean, technically, the Duke-Arizona game is only a 7-point difference, but they still scored 100 on them. Triple digits. Duke, Bama. Trev, where you going, man?
You know, it kind of sucks that this matchup is coming in the Elite 8 and later on, because these are 2 juggernauts, in my opinion. Duke's Cooper Flagg had 30 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. 4 out of their 5 starters had double-digit points. The team as a whole went 11 for 19 at the 3-point range. That's 57.9%. Alabama, Mark Sears, 34 points, 8 assists. He was 10 for 16 at the 3-point range. They had 4 players at double-digit points. The team as a whole went 25 for 51 at the 3-point range. That's a tournament record. 21 3-point makes was the last tournament record by Loyola Marymount in 1990 against Michigan. So they blew that record out by 4. Both these teams scored, like you said, scored over 100 points with their last games, which is incredible. Mm-hmm. Matchup prediction has Duke at 72.4%. Man, this was a tough one in my book, but I got to roll with my bracket. I'm taking Duke.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, this is not the time to pick against Duke anymore. I mean, honestly, it was really never a time to pick against Duke. You know, minus that we kind of just touched on the Arizona game, you know, that only 7-point difference. Still, regardless, it's Duke. It's Duke. It's Duke. Damn it, man. I got to tell you, though, there's something about this Alabama team I really, really like. So if we get to see Alabama, let's hypothetically say Duke, somehow Alabama wins this game and they move on to the Final Four, right? Alabama against Houston or Tennessee might favor Alabama tremendously.
I agree. I agree.
And then you go to the other side, and let's say Auburn meets Florida. That's any one of those teams, Auburn or Florida, I think would have a hard time with either Duke or Alabama. So I kind of think whoever wins this Duke-Alabama game might win the whole thing. It's possible. So I'm actually pretty excited for this afternoon. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to watch some baseball. And then when the college games kick off, watch some college. I got a whole day of ass sitting, watching sports. I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, well, that's it, man. Well, we don't got much unless you want to add something. We out of here.
That's all I got.
I mean, hey, it's Elite 8. We'll be back again. We're going to wait till the following week, obviously, because we're only going to have the Final Four. And then we'll shoot after the Final Four for our championship. We'll have to figure that out. We'll do a little something. You know what I mean? Maybe come with some boxing gloves or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, man, we getting the hell out of here. Hopefully your bracket's still alive if you're watching this. And fuck, go Vols, man. Go Vols. We out.